On today's episode
of How I Failed in Business. Stop being a bell end. There's nothing wrong with stress. Just fucking crack on.
big caterpillar, whatever, comes over and like throws loads of stuff
The
on
big caterpillar?
Yes.
Oh, a butterfly.
Because you know it's going to piss us off in that moment and then you still choose to do it. Therefore, it's no longer helpful. It's just mean.
Right, look at your fingers.
Yes.
How many fingers
There
are
are
there?
4 fingers.
Right, now, through your fingers, look at me.
Yeah.
How many fingers are there? There's not 4 fingers.
There is.
Right.
There is 4 fingers.
Problem is, when people see a problem, they normally focus so hard on the problem, they can't see the solution. Sometimes you need to look past the problem to see the solution to solve the problem.
I'm not seeing 8 fingers.
Oh, my God.
You need to get an eye test.
Hello and welcome to How I Failed in Business.
This is the business podcast that takes a look at things slightly differently.
We focus more on the failures, the mistakes and the mishaps of business owners, entrepreneurs and professionals alike.
I'm one of your hosts, Megan Grace.
And I'm your other host, Rob Spence. Sorry? Oh. And together, we bring together the chaos to share good stories.
Considering you wanted to do that flawlessly, you fucked up more than I did.
I did, but I think it will quite work. Okay. Let's just roll with it. Let's roll with that. How are you? How's your week been?
Good. It's been good.
Good. You seem a bit stressed. Can I put that out there?
I am stressed, actually. Thank you for noticing.
Why?
I can't tell you because then the issue is I'm just going to be focused on the problem. So what I need to do is I need to go away from this podcast and I need to look through my fucking fingers and find the solution clearly. But thank you so much for bringing that to light. Thank you so much.
So you are listening.
Yeah.
You are listening.
I'm listening.
Yeah, well done. But yeah, so you just seem a bit angry. Even in your response there, you seemed a bit tense. Is everything all right?
No.
Is there anything you want to bring to the table?
No.
Tell me a bit about your week. What have you been doing?
This whole week's gone wrong from the start. So basically, me and Molly have been talking about this, the whole Chinese New Year thing.
The year of the horse?
Yes.
Nay.
Yeah.
Nay.
That's what I've been saying, but no.
Is that why you've got a long face?
So at the time of recording, the Chinese New Year was yesterday.
Yes,
so yesterday was the first day of
Happy
the year.
Chinese New Year.
Thanks so much. What? What?
Just so sarcastic.
No, I know. What me and Molly, and I'm sure she won't mind saying this, I've had a shit few weeks, and we've been like, it's because it's the year of the snake, it's because we're shedding our skin, and then we're gonna come for the year of the horse, and it's gonna be great. And then I wake up yesterday, I'm like, new year, new me. Go onto TikTok. That's not funny. Go onto TikTok. The first video I see that morning is, if you were born in 2002, the year of the horse is actually your unlucky year.
Oh no. Why? Did it give an explanation?
She rambled for 10 minutes, basically just saying like, because 2002 was the year of the water horse, and this is the year of the fire horse, which are polar opposites.
Oh, in 2002.
2002 was the year of the water horse, and it's the year of the horse again, but this is the year of the fire horse, which is the opposite.
Okay.
So that basically apparently means it's going to be an unlucky year. So now I text Molly, I'm like, we're fucked, basically.
Yeah.
Because Molly's was born in 2002. And genuinely, everything has been going wrong this week as well.
Really?
So yesterday, forgot that we had some clients coming in.
That was the most panicked I've ever seen you
well, the thing
in so long.
So they walk over to the boardroom.
Yeah.
Where there's already like a meeting with another client in there. And I was like, no, that's going to annoy them. So I have to like run over. I'm like, hey guys, like so sorry, like there's a meeting overrunning in here. Obviously, fluffing the truth a little bit. And then I was like, oh, like we'll bring you over here. So I had to go and take them into the break room, but we just had lunch. It was a bit messy. So I was like, oh my God, this is a bit awkward. So they sit down, they seem fine. I'm like, oh, can I get you any drinks? And they give me their drinks. I'm like, okay, cool, go into the kitchen. Not a clue what they've said. Not listened to a single thing they've said. I don't know what drinks I'm making. Then they coming in to use the toilet. Yeah. So then I'm stood there like trying to look like I know what I'm doing when I don't. Then I'm trying to carry them out. I'm trying to carry like 3 in one hand. I could have just like gone back, but no, I was carrying 3 drinks in one hand and then spill the drink all over the floor.
Of course you do.
Yeah, of course I do. And then I'm texting you whilst I'm in the kitchen being like, Rob, I need some help. Like, can you come help me set up? But because there's no signal in that kitchen, the texts aren't going through.
Well, all I got was just you mentioning my name, Rob Spence. And that was it. So I was like, well, it can't be that much of an emergency.
No, but the other texts weren't coming through. So I had to run up to your office and I was like panicking. I was stressed. I was out of breath. I was actually just like, I don't even know what I said to you. I was like, they're here and they're not meant to be here or something. I don't know what I said.
I think it was worse, that effect.
I think I literally ran in and ran out and I didn't really know what I'd said to you. So sounds about that. and then we had Lily, who's on work experience.
Yes,
with
lovely
us.
Lily.
And I run back down the stairs and I'm like, Lily, can I bother you? And she's looking at me like, what's going on? And I'm like, so welcome. And at least she had like a accurate welcome into the team, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, look, it was hilarious and typical of us.
Yeah.
Typical of what we do. To make clear, obviously, if you are looking to hire our podcast studios, it's not always like that. Normally we book in. And I will give you credit and I will defend you here a little bit because when we got the booking through, it was on a weekend.
It was.
And
that's why I did it, because I knew that I would forget if I'd waited to the week to book it in for them. So I was like, I'll just do it today and then it's done. And then I didn't do it properly.
But what's weird is that you read the message and still didn't do it. So
well, I did do it. I did do it. I literally, because I remember I was thinking, if I don't do it now, I'm going to forget. So I did it then and that, and I literally remember so like clearly doing it, which is why then when it wasn't in the calendar, I was like, no, I definitely 100% did that. But then I booked it in on like the website, but I didn't put it in our calendars, which was where the mistake was made.
It was just chaos yesterday. Absolutely. And I think what made it worse was obviously we were all over here trying to get everything set. Yeah. And although sometimes it's nice to have many hands because it's quite a tight space, it's actually sometimes tougher because then people are getting in each other's way. Yeah. But we'd got it pretty much all set, cameras in the right locations, microphones in the right locations, just about set. And then the guests start coming over the road. Like and I'm like, there's four of them. There's four of them.
For 3.
And I just said to them, oh, are you doing like one after the other or all four? They're like, oh, no, all 4. Oh. No worries. Leave it with me. I'll get that sorted.
Great.
Oh, nightmare. But we got there. We looked past the problem.
We did.
Into the solution.
We did.
And we found the solution.
We did.
In fact, and again, it was made worse. And this is what made it all so much more chaotic. Molly was with her client downstairs.
So Molly couldn't help either.
So Molly was like in with the client. Like you say, there was another meeting going on here. It was just all there's a Santa and a reindeer still in the downstairs office that I will get sorted at some point. It was just chaos.
There was a lot going on.
Chaos. But look, we got there in the end. The recording. Oh, sorry. The recording went well.
It did.
I think just about. We've learned from our mistakes, haven't we?
We have.
That's the important bit. One thing I've noticed sitting in this chair, right, I don't know if anyone's brought it to your attention before, is how creased those curtains are. That's really bad.
I tell you, didn't I say? I didn't want to be on the side of.
Well, I think the problem is like these aren't so bad. Those aren't bad at all. Those are just absolutely creased. We will get a steamer for those. But look, it doesn't sound all doom and gloom. It's only a small part of your week, surely.
No, but that's just the thing that's at the top of my mind right now. Like the whole week has just been chaotic. What happened on Monday? There was something that happened on Monday that like threw us off as well.
I honestly can't remember.
I remember being.
It's been very chaotic.
It has been chaotic, and then this morning's been chaotic. Yeah, it's been a bad week. It's been a bad week.
But don't focus on it.
I won't.
Focus on the positives. 4 fingers, look through them. You'll be absolutely fine. You seem to be smashing it really well, doing really well. Not a problem whatsoever. Well, no, I think, although again, it was quite chaotic. So on the Monday night, we had another podcast studio booking.
We did.
And lo and behold, I'm getting a text from someone saying we're in the waiting room. I was supposed to be on a call at the time of doing it. Oh, it was, yeah.
Like I say, you send me and Molly over here being like, there's someone in our waiting room. And he's like, I think they're in the other office. Me and Molly go in the other office. No one's there. I'm then going into the break room, like opening the door, being like, hello. I go into the kitchen. I'm scared. At this point, I come back. I'm like, Molly, I'm actually freaked out. Like, is someone just going to jump up from behind me? Me and Molly were freaking out. And you went over here being like, oh, it's the Zoom waiting room.
I know. I want to make clear, we do hire these studios out. We know what we're doing. If you are looking to start a podcast, then these spaces are all fully interchangeable.
Hi, I'm Megan and this is Rob, and welcome to Paragon Creative Studios right here in Leicestershire.
We've got 2 fully equipped podcast studios, ideal for any form of podcast, whether you're looking to record something audio only or video podcasts as well.
From solo shows to group discussions, any topic, any vibe, we've got the setup to help your podcast shine.
Want to take charge? You can record and self-produce using our high-tech equipment.
Or if you'd rather sit back, our expert team can help out with everything, from production, filming, editing, and even marketing your podcast to the world.
So whether you're a seasoned podcasting pro or just starting out, Paragon Creative Studios are here to help.
So come join us in Leicestershire and book your session today at paragoncreativestudios.com.
I think a couple of things we need to do is I think we need to add a couple more sort of walls in there. So again, if someone is in the boardroom, it doesn't matter so much if there's...
I thought you were going to do that ages ago.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to buy a steamer.
Yeah.
See what I'm doing? I'm finding the solutions
God.
to the problems.
Yeah, well done.
I'm finding the solution. Please watch Patch Adams.
Okay, maybe.
It's the most incredible film ever. Just yesterday, obviously at the time of recording, it was Pancake Day. Did you have any pancakes?
I didn't.
Oh, that's
I
flipping
know.
annoying. What a tosser.
Hilarious.
Did you not have one pancake? What about you,
No.
Molly?
I did, yeah.
What did you have on your pancake?
Lemon and sugar.
Lemon and sugar. So vanilla.
What did you have?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I had a nice pancake stack. Got some chicken breast, coated it in breadcrumbs, so nice breaded chicken, maple syrup, bit of bacon.
That's not pancake. Did you have like the crepes or like pancakes?
See, I like a pancake.
No,
I'm
no.
not a crepe fan.
no, not on Pancake Day. Pancake Day is about the crepe.
No, I think
agree,
the crepe
I
are crap.
agree.
Molly agrees.
No, crepe are crap.
That's not true Pancake Day. That's fake.
I
It's
get
fake.
it. I think if I were to have a pudding pancake, I would have gone for a crepe and like maybe had some Nutella.
Okay.
But I'll be honest, I about died last night. I ate far too many pancakes. I was in agony last night. I was not in a good space. Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
I want you to be honest, but I don't want you to be like all hatred and funny. I just want your honest opinion. Okay, and actually I'll ask both you and Molly at the same time. Okay, and you can answer at the same time. So I'm going to ask you the question,
Okay.
right? Without looking at each other, because I know what you do. You look at each other for reassurance constantly.
Are you insecure about that?
actually
Because
don't.
you've made a few
You're
digs about that recently.
a little bit.
Yeah,
You're gonna look away from each other, right? I'm going to
I
ask you
don't
a
like not looking at
question.
Molly.
I know.
I miss her.
On the three, so 1, 2, and on the third,
Yeah.
you're going to say the answer.
Okay.
Okay, this is quite a personal thing, and it's been playing on my mind for quite some time.
Okay.
And again, maybe look, listener, if you are obviously listening to this, if you are a listener, you are listening to this, drop in the comments. I want to know your answers as well. On 3.
I'm scared. Can we please look at each other?
No, just look at me. Just look at me, right?
I need my emotional support,
No.
Molly.
Do I sound like AI? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you mean sometimes?
You do.
I know that Megan's just saying yes, just to be a little bitch, right? Why are you saying sometimes?
Well, you do sometimes. Like,
Oh no, what is it?
I believe you say phrases that
Yeah, you do
AI
use
would say, but
ChatGPT
you actually do say it. You
phrases.
go, oh, don't use that phrase because that's AI, but then you'll say it yourself.
Oh, so it's not how I say things, it's what
No,
I
it's
say.
how you say things as well. What was
Is
it?
it?
What is it, Molly? It's like 375 free spins for each new player.
No! Did you hear them?
I literally found those like 2 weeks ago and I've been
Megan,
trying
Mike.
so hard. Oh, sorry.
Did you hear them?
I listened to every single one.
Not every single. No, I know I should have deleted them. So that's the point. That's the point, right? And I've got them here. I've got them here.
Oh, God.
So
Do you know how hard it's been not to like take the piss out of you for that for so long?
I deserve to be taking the piss out of because I look, it's hilarious. It's what it is. What it is. So just to fill in some gaps. So I sometimes lend my voice to do voiceovers for adverts, for audiobooks and so on. And I had this order come through for like a gambling website, the adverts for those, and I had sort of 6 or 7 scripts maybe in the end. So I've come in here and put on like this real persona. I got exactly the tone of voice that they wanted, right? And again, you're such a bitch, right? Listen to right. So here we go. Here's one of them. Here we go. And again, I don't know if I'm allowed to play these, but fuck it. Right. Hold on. Welcome package. 375 free spins plus 1 special spin for every new player at a top UK casino. Sign up now and unlock free. Sign up now! And then there's this one as well. Hold on. Guaranteed 250 free spins for every new player at one of the best casinos in the United Kingdom. Sign up now.
Sign up now.
So I delivered this order, right? And again, the persona that I was going for was, I've seen these adverts before.
Yeah.
I've heard them before. They're kind of like the bingo ads, aren't they? In between like This Morning and Loose Women. So I was like, that's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going for. And I was stood right where Molly is now on the desk. I was stood up going, hey, hey! Like, so many different things, right? So I sent the order off to the client.
Yeah.
The client came back, rejected it, saying that it sounded like AI and was refusing to pay because they thought it was. They thought that I had used AI to do it.
What did you say? Like, this is just my normal voice.
I was like, so yeah. I messaged back. I was like, look. With respect, I wouldn't know how to use AI
to do that.
Second, like, I hadn't taken any photos, any videos. I took a photo of the desk to be like, look, this is me here doing it, kind of thing. I guarantee. Luckily, they signed it off and I got paid all the same. But like, it was just, ever since then, I'm like, am I AI?
I think sometimes you put like weird emphasis on like weird words that don't really make sense. Like when you're speaking.
Like what?
I don't know. Like what?
Like what?
Like, I don't know. Sometimes like when you're doing your big like Showtime Spence thing, whatever, when you're like showing off or whatever, like you do. I feel like sometimes you do like put like weird emphasis on words. Yeah.
You got to think though that was a character, because that's not me. That was a character.
Sign up now. Why's your voice so squeaky?
I'm going to ask you another question. Actually, you can get involved in this. I've had a really big idea. A really big idea. I don't want to reveal it on the podcast yet because this is a game changer. I'm more than happy to tell you both off camera. Okay. And again, I know you'll be like, oh, I think it's a stupid idea. Oh. Right, but I think it's a great idea. I want to play with it. I want to run with it. The idea that is, and I want to see what comes of it. Okay. But I need to create a character for it. Okay. Actually, I'm going to get your help off camera. Because at this point in time, it's not fully ready.
This is a really great segment for the podcast.
I know.
This is really interesting.
Sorry. But yeah, so anyway, I'll reveal all on the podcast over the coming weeks. Because I think it's a great idea. And actually, I think you'd love it probably more than anyone.
Okay.
So too would Lynn and Adrian, actually.
Okay.
I can't wait to tell you.
Okay.
I can't wait to tell you. But how have things been going with How I Phone in Business? What's going on with the podcast at the moment?
It's all right. It's good. It's great.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Fucking our number one hype man in the corner there. Yeah, it's all right. We've got some great guests coming up. Who we got coming on?
We have
Holly Thompson.
Yes.
Can't wait for Holly. So Holly, I think, is next. Isn't she? I think, yeah. So ask me how I know Holly.
How do you know Holly?
Funny you should ask. I went to primary school with her.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so all the way back at Granby Primary School, all the way in Ayleston.
My mum went to that one.
No, she didn't.
My mum went to Granby. She did.
No, she didn't. How have I not known that? Shut up. Serious?
Yeah,
no. Granby?
Yeah.
The big building on Ayleston Road?
Yes, that one, Granby. That's where she went. Like, I think she then moved to Greenfield, like, later on or something.
So did I.
I know.
What the So I went to Granby. So I was born and raised in Ayleston. I owned those streets until I moved to council when I was 8, and that's when we moved to then Linden, which then became Greenfield. So that's mental.
Yeah.
Who did she have as I bet you don't know, do you?
I don't know.
How am I? No, we're not similar ages either, are we?
No, she'd been before you.
Oh my God, what a small world.
I know, crazy.
So yeah, so I went to primary school with Holly, to Granby Primary School. So I've known her probably since like nursery. Like I think like our mums know each other kind of thing.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, so I'm looking forward to speak with her. She's got a great brand now, Scent 3, I believe is the name of the brand. So she is an expert in fragrances for offices and businesses and is absolutely killing it.
Nice.
Also is a personal trainer and an online personal trainer. So she's got the best of both worlds. She wants people to look great and smell great, I guess. Who else we got coming on? Hannah. Again, ask me how I know Hannah.
How do you know Hannah?
Funny you should ask. So Hannah, great story actually. So back when I was working in warehousing, I was sent on a first aid course.
You told me this before.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I've run out of stories eventually. And me and Hannah paired up because everyone else is like old and like miserable and just boring. And like we were like similar ages. So, you know, when it gets to have you ever done first aid training?
No.
So they get to a stage like where it's like, right, it's time to start putting each other in recovery positions and stuff. It was a bit weird. We like looked at each other like, you want it? And then you're just like holding hands and like moving each other into positions. And then I applied for a job at the Space Centre. And guess where Hannah worked?
The
Space Centre. So she was there, which was nice. They turned me down though, the bastards. Yeah. So Hannah I've known again for, gosh, longer than I dare to imagine. Maybe 15 years, potentially 16 years. Maybe we need to figure that out. And on the publication of my first book, Relationship Selling, she lent me her lovely Porsche.
Wow. To take the photo.
The photos. Do you remember in Friends where Joey's like stood in front of that car? And it was just like that. I was like, I need to kind of market this book by saying that I've made it. And the Ford Focus I had at the time just wasn't cutting it. So I was like, can I borrow your car? And we just stood and just took some photos of me next to the car. And what made it worse, we were at Jubilee Square in Leicester, so that big open square, you know where the big wheel was. And we're there taking photos, and these like drunk lads are like laughing at me, like lads, like I mean like unemployed people, and they were like laughing at me, taking the piss, because I was all suited and booted. I would have done the same. But then what made it worse? Took all the photos of me around this car, like pretend it's mine, sitting in the driver's seat, all sorts, right? Obviously not allowed to drive it. So we drove, Hannah got in the driver's seat, I sat in the passenger seat, she drove me off, and they all laughed. Like, oh, you can't even drive it. Hey. I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's nearly 10 years since I released that book, I think.
Wow.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's 9 years. It's about 9 years. But it's nearly 8 years in business for Paragon.
Wow.
We need to do something. So at the time of recording this, it'll be March the 3rd, so probably next week.
Okay, so thanks for letting me know that in advance rather than like after I've done all the work. That's unusual for you, so thank you so much.
So sorry.
What?
If it's any consolation, it's in my diary. I'm so sorry. I just assumed people know, but yeah. So our 8th birthday on March the 3rd, I think it is.
Wow.
We should.
That's not long.
It's not long at all. What should we do?
Fuck it, you figure it out.
I've got some ideas.
Okay.
I've got some ideas, but
Okay.
we'll figure it out. Megan, what are you doing?
Well, since I started using Xero accounting software, turns out I have more money in the business than I ever thought I did.
I'm so glad you're using Xero accounting software. Like I do.
Wow.
I love the fact that I can look after all of my accounts in the cloud at the click of a few buttons. I love the fact I can invoice clients. I know I can run profit and loss reports at the click of a button. And I even use Xero to look after my payroll.
That's so cool.
Isn't it just?
And as a thank you to all of our How I Failed in Business listeners, you can get 90% off for 6 months.
That is an incredible offer. Where is the link where people can get this great access to Xero?
Well, just below in the show notes. Okay.
But have we got a grievance guru to go
do.
through today?
Am I allowed paper for this part?
We are allowed paper for this part. We need to read off something. But make a note, we need to order clipboards or cue cards or something. So if you do have a grievance, we want to hear from you.
We do.
This is the part of the podcast where we become your grievance gurus. We want to hear the embarrassing, the shoddy, the naughty, the disastrous, the plain, the vanilla stories from your workplace, whether that's where you currently work or where you formerly work. Between us and normally our guest, we will decide whether there is a grievance, whether it's a bad thing, or whether you should just put up and shut up. And Megan's got today's grievance.
I do.
Let me get the gavel ready.
Yeah. Are you going to do it?
What?
Are you going to decide? Are you going to hit the gavel? I want to hit the gavel.
You want to do the gavel?
Yeah.
Okay. Court is in session.
Yay.
All rise for Judge Grace.
So. My boss uses stupid analogies to motivate us. But
Right, this is about me. Straight away, this is about me. And this is unfair. Carry
Sorry,
on.
this is anonymous.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know who sent this in.
Okay, sorry.
But little does he know, it actually really pisses us off. His favourite one is, a diamond can't be made without pressure. And when asked what happened if the diamond breaks, completely ignored the question. He's also recently come up with a new one, something about a butterfly. I'm not really sure. As to deal with all the pressure, I find I zone out a lot more. His comments are usually poorly timed, unhelpful, and come across quite patronising. Do we think this is a valid grievance?
Okay, I've got my views on this.
Do you?
I've got my views. I'd like to put it to you two first. For some reason in my head I thought you were just like that. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Molly, what are your thoughts on analogies?
I don't think they're always particularly useful, and timing sometimes it needs to be right.
Yeah.
Sometimes they also don't make sense. So when you ask for if you were to ask for clarification and you don't get that clarification, you think, oh well, what does happen in that situation? So it's a bit conflicting sometimes.
Well, obviously we don't know what who put this in or what the situation's about, but
we don't.
What would you think would be like an analogy that doesn't make sense?
Molly?
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, right.
In this grievance where they've said, what is it? For a diamond to be made
without pressure.
Needs a pressure. If they're asking what would happen if that broke, they had no reason. They had no explanation.
No, they had no comeback. So therefore, it's just like an empty quote, isn't it?
Well,
does it mean anything?
Let's break this grievance down into two parts, because I think we can focus on the analogy side of things, but then also you both seem to be quite hardened on this diamond breaking. Now, the reason I didn't respond is because...
How do we know this is about you?
Yeah, how do we know?
Okay,
that's a really good question, Molly. Thank you so much for bringing that to the light.
Is it anonymous?
Again,
anonymous.
We don't know who sent in this grievance, and if you have sent in this grievance, we do thank you. I use analogies. Okay, I use analogies. Okay,
really?
And there's 2 or 3 reasons why I like to use analogies when I'm coaching, when I'm training, when I'm trying to lead. Okay, firstly, Jesus. Okay,
that's not an explanation. Sorry.
Right. He's about to explain.
If one can be allowed to explain. Have you ever studied the teachings of Jesus Christ?
No, I've not. I'm sorry.
No, Molly, have you ever understood the teachings of Jesus Christ? Sorry?
No.
No. So Jesus used to use parables, didn't he?
Yeah.
So Jesus, during his teachings and teachings of the Bible and teachings of his Father, the one and only God, he would use parables. So instead of saying to you, don't be a bellend, he would give a story about why you shouldn't be a bellend, right? I get that. And because then what that does is that then touches different parts of your brain. So for argument's sake, Jesus taught us about the parable of the prodigal son and taught us about how some people may leave God and Christ and may come back, but their love from God and Christ will still be relevant because of the prodigal son story. But the messaging around the prodigal son speaks so much louder than just saying, hey, don't you worry. Me and God here, me and me dad, still love you when you come back, right? He's using a story to resonate deeper. Okay. And again, there's a multitude, of parables within the Bible. Great read, 5 out of 5, I'd recommend, right?
Right.
When I use a parable...
That's not a parable. You're not telling a story, are you? You're literally giving us a stupid little quote.
Or an analogy. Again, what I'm trying to say, instead of... So let's use that diamond under pressure one. Right? Again, there's a number of reasons why I would use that. I don't know about this person.
I don't know about this person
There's a number of reasons why I would use that.
Because our diamond logo.
First of all, because our logo and our name is all about a diamond, so it touches to the heart. Yeah. Right? But what's a better message, right? Stop being a bellend. There's nothing wrong with stress. Just fucking crack on. Or, hey, right now you're a carbon particle, but with some pressure, you may become a diamond, right? It's a better way of saying stress is good for you. Stop being a baby, crack on, right? That's kind of what it's saying. Now, the second analogy that we've brought up there about the butterfly.
Yeah, well, I do.
Have you ever watched Lost?
No, I've not watched Lost.
Have you ever watched Lost? No, so there's a famous scene, John Locke, which ironically is named after one of the most famous philosophers of our time. Right? Oh, someone's ringing me and that tickled my bottom. He uses in the TV documentary series, he gets a cocoon, and we can see a butterfly struggling to get out of that cocoon.
Yes.
Right? Now, what happens is if we break open that cocoon, you stop the butterfly's ability to get stronger. Because when the butterfly is breaking free, these are my wings, right? I'm a butterfly, right? I'm getting stronger. It's like doing weights, isn't it? I'm getting stronger. I'm breaking the cocoon, bah, I'm a butterfly.
Okay.
And then it's free. So, right, sorry.
Yes, okay. So what if that butterfly is trying to get out of the cocoon, right? But it can't, and they just need a little bit of help, and no help is given, so they suffocate in the cocoon.
No, because
they suffocate in the
that's
cocoon.
natural
Or what
selection.
if then like the fucking big caterpillar, whatever, comes over and like throws loads of stuff
the
on
big caterpillar?
Yes.
It's not a bug's life. What?
This big caterpillar, or I don't know what.
But a
more
caterpillar
like a big
is a
beetle
butterfly.
or something.
Okay,
a
beetle.
beetle.
Right, okay.
The beetle comes.
Oh, you pronounce your words weirdly at the wrong times.
What?
Beetle.
A beetle comes over with a load of like rocks and things.
Right.
Yeah, stay with me here. The butterfly's in the cocoon. Butterfly's trying to get out, right? Trying to do it herself. Maybe ask Google for some help or something. Can't get out.
Yeah.
This big beetle comes on. They're like, oh, like this beetle's gonna come and like help and save me from suffocating and dying. But no, the beetle just brings over the rocks and like throws the rocks on cocoon, and the butterfly gets squashed and suffocated. What happens, Sam?
I mean, I guess in that situation, then the butterfly may die.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
That's the only way I can describe it.
Brilliant.
Okay, I'm not David
Brilliant.
Attenborough. I don't really know how in nature that
Brilliant.
would work, right?
Okay.
But it's like a baby,
Right.
right? A baby's learning to walk. Could you walk on your first
Yes.
attempt? No, you can't. Could you walk on your first attempt?
I'm unsure.
No. I would argue no. Right? I would argue no.
No.
When a baby's learning to walk, they fall over, they collapse, they fall over, collapse, they get a bit further. Because every time they're stepping, their muscles are developing and growing. The neurons in their brain to create the motor skills and the motor movement are being created and developed and being wrapped in myelin, which we know is the insulator in our brain, right? So, we know that because we've read the talent code like I've asked you to, right? So, the idea being, if we were to constantly help a baby and say, no, baby, I'll hold you up and help you to walk, the baby's not going to get strong enough and develop the skills. So, again, I don't want to get into the semantics of both of these two things. Let me just Google, sorry. Have you ever had like a text for yourself that's clearly not for you?
What?
Have you ever had a text from anyone that's clearly not for you,
Yeah.
but it's come through to you? Someone I've not spoken to in about 12 months, an old client, has just said, Mummy, did my message wrong? Can diamonds break? Oh, okay, they can break.
Okay, great.
But they are the hardest natural material and highly resistant to scratching. There we are.
Brilliant.
There we are. So I don't want to get into
Brilliant.
I don't want to get into the semantics of those separate analogies.
No,
Okay. I will argue on this grievance, right? The analogies from a leadership perspective in certain scenarios, certain circumstances
Yes.
work
But
well.
can we talk about picking those scenarios and circumstances? Because sometimes it's very poorly timed.
Because again,
and sometimes you say it because you know it's going to piss us off. Because I see the way you look at it, and you do like a sort of like smirk before you say it because you know it's going to piss us off in that moment, and then you still choose to do it. Therefore, it's no longer helpful. It's just mean.
because I do it and I see what I will term from here on in the M&M look. It's the
Oh,
Megan
we're
and
coming
Molly
back to that.
look
We're
to
coming back
look
to
to each
that.
other before an answer comes.
We're coming back to that,
It's
aren't
like,
we? Is that something you want to talk about more? Because
No.
it seems to have really affected you.
Infected me or affected me.
Did I say infected?
Infected. It's not a
Ew.
virus.
Infected.
I will say this is not a grievance.
No.
I would say analogies are relevant for us to picture different ways and different ways of solving
But I don't
problems.
think that the grievance was as much as the analogies. I think we were using that to talk about the fact that you're a dick.
I say no grievance.
Molly, what do you say?
I think in terms of this grievance that was put in, I think that analogies can be used
Yes, they can.
when
be.
there's good explanation, timing is correct, and it's actually relevant. When it's just kind of thrown in, I don't think in this situation.
Yeah.
So I'm going to place it as a grievance.
I'm going to place it as a grievance because I agree with that point. And I think sometimes they're used as like an excuse, like, oh, I can't be bothered. a diamond cut made without pressure. Bye, I'm off, right? So in those circumstances, I don't think they're helpful. I think they can be when used correctly, but they're very rarely used correctly.
Okay, 2-1. I'm overruled. Great. Grievance.
Brilliant.
Well, look, that was a great grievance, Guru.
Okay.
And again, if you've got it could be big, could be small. You could have found your colleagues donking and a bonking in the stationery cupboard and you don't know how to approach it. It could be that someone forgets to throw away a McDonald's bag in the staff room and it's super annoying.
Oh my God, that wasn't even me. That was literally, everybody had the McDonald's. And I left lunch early actually to go back and do my job early. Everyone else and stayed there and ate. So that's not my fault.
It could be that one of your teammates constantly leaves a wrap on their desk overnight and then thinks it's
that was not my fault because I was over here because you were doing your Zoom meeting that you forgot about and I was over here. And then I was like, oh, like, Molly, could you please bring my stuff over? And then you've locked up over the road. You've left my coat over there and you've left my wrap on the desk. That's not my fault.
That's not my fault. But anyway,
it is your fault.
If you have any issues like that, then you can write in. Head on over to howifailedinbusiness.co.uk. And someone did write in actually last week, and I sent it on to you, but we've not read that story out. Maybe we could pick up that story next week, and we'll read that story out because we did have a good one sent in. But if you haven't got a good one, send in howifailedinbusiness.co.uk, email howifailedinbusiness@gmail.com, or just send us a message anywhere on social media.
Do you think I come across too angry on the podcast?
Sometimes. One thing I will say, I want to shake your hand actually.
Why?
I want to shake your hand.
Why?
I'm just really proud of you.
Why?
I'm just really proud of you.
Why?
Shake
There's going to be something sarcastic. I'm not shaking your hand over it.
No.
What is it?
Shake my hand.
Why?
Shake my hand. I'm proud of you. Well done for not swearing.
I think I did.
Did she swear? I don't know.
I definitely did.
There was an episode last week where you swore about 72 times in the opening 10 minutes. And this one, I don't think you've swore once. Maybe like piss off or whatever, I think.
Wow.
So I'm proud of you. So
Thank
well
you.
done. But yeah, sometimes you do come across.
I feel like sometimes I come across really angry. I don't think I'm actually that angry, like, as a person. I think I'm, like, more chilled than I come across.
Yeah.
I think it's passion.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
On next week's episode of How I Failed in Business, we talk about personal branding and how our image comes across on podcasts and what you should do to control yourself and try and look as professional as always. But should we probably round up there?
Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode of How I Failed in Business. I do hope you enjoyed it.
Me too.
If you did enjoy the podcast, which I'm sure you did, make sure you hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, no matter where you're getting the podcast. And if you are listening on Spotify, head on over to YouTube where you get to see the full thing in full swing.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.